Screenshot.
Yeah, boy.
Hey everybody! Today we're going to take a look at Legacy Chests in Outward and learn how to use them as well as where you can find each one. There are 4 total Legacy Chests in this game and each is in a different region. Chersonese, Enmerker Forest, Hallowed Marsh, and the Abrassar Desert are all from the base game and were not added in via DLCs. This means that they are the regions which contain a Legacy Chest. The idea behind these devices is for you to transfer cool gear to other characters. For example, let's say I have the awesome Obsidian pistol, but I recently beat the game on this character. Placing the gun inside a Legacy chest will let me choose this character as my Legacy when creating a new person. Once I've done that, this item will now be in the same Legacy chest in this new person's world. You will only need to travel to that chest and open it to receive the pistol. Additionally, some items can get upgraded when you go through this process. The Obsidian pistol is again a great example, as it transforms into the Meteoric pistol when legacied. You can go grab 4 cool items that would be handy on your next character and place them in each of the Legacy chests. Then create a new build and retrieve the items when you're able to. The game uses this to explain the infinite times you can repeat this game. Essentially, the Legacy chest is a way for your ancestors to pass down gifts and useful tools that might be rare or completely impossible to get. SAR armor itself is one of the strongest armors in Outward, and is made from the rarest of gems. Unfortunately, there are not many SAR stones left, and you can't make a full set in one playthrough. This requires you to make the helmet and boots as an ancestor and pass them down to the newer generation character who will have the stones available to finish off the set. Not only does this give you the ability to have better and more upgraded gear after each playthrough, but it allows for infinite replayability and thousands of build ideas even after finishing the game for a 10th time. Probably a little over half of the items in Outward can be upgraded in this manner, and I will try to leave a list of some good items to Legacy at the end of this video. However, the Outward Wiki already tells you if an item can be upgraded through Legacy Chest or not, so maybe check there as well. Now that you know what these cool chests can do, let's find out where they all are. Beware, however. Not all of these are easy to get on a new character, and one of them in particular is quite challenging for even an experienced player. This Legacy chest is in the first region you play in as you enter the game. There's a town there called Cierzo that has a storage in the back. Entering here will lead you straight to the first Legacy chest, but unfortunately it's locked and we don't have the key. There are 2 ways to get this key, and neither are that difficult. Joining the Blue Chamber faction quest will instantly give you the key, as Risa Aberdeen runs the town and inducts you into the faction herself. This only requires you to go to Berg, but not all of us want to join the Blue Chamber. Another way to get the key is to defeat the entire Vendaval Fortress. You can either sneak in and do this passively, or barge through killing everything in sight. Either way, do this and return to Burak in Cierzo, and it will reward you with the Cierzo Town Key. Then use the key on the shed-like door in Cierzo storage for your chest. This is by far the easiest Legacy chest to reach in Outward, and some people like to create a burner character that joins Blue Chamber just for this chest. You can give that character any item you want and see what it legacies into. Not exactly how they were created to work, but it makes it easier for people to test stuff out. The second Legacy chest can be found by heading to the Lightmender's Spire in the Hallowed Marsh. It's extremely hard to miss, as it's pretty huge. Upon entering, you will need to pull some levers. There are small levers that open a barrier, while long levers open portals. You need to pull the first small lever under the ramp. Walk up the set of stairs here and pull a small and long lever on the next platform. Walk all the way back down and enter the portal. Pull another small lever and enter the portal guarded by 2 enemies. You are now near the Lightmender fight, but can avoid it and just run behind the throne to pull the last small lever. Back down at the entrance to this spire, you can turn right and walk through the door. It will now be unblocked. Enter the small room in the back here and pull the lever. Go through this portal and pull another long lever. Go back to the previous room, and now this new portal will be unlocked. There will be 2 enemies up here, so do be careful, but the second legacy chest is right up the stairs. This sounds quite complex, but once you do it once or twice, it makes way more sense and will be actually pretty easy to follow. This region's legacy chest is a bit more challenging as we do need to either avoid or deal with a shell horror as well as bandits. Enter the slide from the doorway behind the wrecked ship in the center of the desert. Take a left until you run into a rock mantis and grab the key in the corner. Go back to the entrance and this time head right. Open up the gate there with the key you just got and walk through. Pull this lever and head down the stairs. You will now be entering the room with the shell horror, and you need to pull 2 levers here as well. The legacy chest is now back up in the room with the bandits, but you may need to deal with some or all of the enemies to open it up. The final legacy chest can be found in the Vigil Pylon here in the forest. Enter and you will see only a room and a chest. Behind all this there is actually a lever. Pull it and watch out for the 2 golems standing there. The basic concept of this dungeon is ghosts and teleporters. Each gravestone is a teleporter that will send you to another gravestone. Typically, there will be 1 ghost per teleport. This all can be done with 0 fighting, but a slight mishap and you could be dead quickly, so just be aware of the danger here. Near the end of this dungeon, you will see a small red moon. If it is a fireball, you will be unable to enter. Each time you teleport, it will switch from moon to fireball and vice versa. This means you need to go through the correct number of tombstones to have it end up as a red moon. Follow this pattern here and you should find your way there just fine. After entering the moon, you will see the legacy chest, but once again, it's guarded by some fearsome foes, so get a bit of fire resistance beforehand. That, my friends, is all the legacy chests. They're not super easy to get to, as that would kind of make the game a little easy since you're getting really good gear at the beginning. You will need to be able to kill harder enemies, or at least understand their attack patterns well enough to avoid getting hit. This system of chests here is amazing, and allows you to use any kind of weapon on any character, regardless of which faction you choose. You can also enchant items on your character with lots of materials, just to not do it with your new character. I know these legacy chests make absolutely no sense when you first start Outward, but hopefully you get what they're meant for now, and that they are really helpful tools. I'm going to throw up a few items that can get upgraded when you legacy them, but thank you for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one.
How it's supposed to feel.